Namaskaram, all of you. Welcome to Meditation Magic. My dear friends, my dear masters, and my dear gods. To begin with, my humble salutations to Pitamaha Patriji, Swarnamala, and all the weaver gods and the participant gods. So, today is our second day. We are starting with the session Meditation and Conscious Living. Yesterday, what did we discuss? That we are not the body, we are not the mind, and we are the consciousness or the supreme energy driving this body. This body is just like any other car that we are driving to experience this life that we have consciously chosen this, but now we don't know because of the environmental conditioning. I believe that I am Bharati. So we will take this session from that I am the energy in this body, the very driving force in the body. The very driving force in the body can also be termed as God, because without that driving force, this body is as much as a dead body, and this body becomes waste. So the energy within this body that is giving me this opportunity to breathe, to talk, to listen to enjoy this, I can call that energy is itself God. And that is why so many masters have they have understood, they have realized that they are gods. And when they are gods, naturally the other persons, the whole creation is also nothing less than God, or indirectly the whole creation is God. That is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahman. And we have also know that from the times of Vedanta to from the ancient times, we have heard this so many times: Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. But when you are in sadness, do you remember that Aham Brahmasmi, Sarvam Khalvidam Brahman? So when you are very, very sad, if you can recognize experientially that Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, if you can recognize experientially, then do you still think you will have those sad feelings? I don't think so, because I have started experiencing that whenever I have any negative feelings, I consciously sit and practice. I am not the body. I am not the body. I am the very driving force in the body. I am God. And the person who hurts me is also God. So when I have that experience of energy, Aham Brahmasmi, then my sadness, if not 100%, it will drastically reduce. So we are trying to change our belief system from the body consciousness to the truth consciousness or the self consciousness. I don't want to talk on the things based upon the theories I have read. I wanted to talk only the little truths I have experienced in my life. And I don't want you also to go by somebody else's truth. You should experience it. So whatever we are discussing here is the kind of pointers wherein you can, if you apply your own thought power and willpower, and some time if you spend with yourself, you will recognize certain truths in a different way or in the same way I have experienced. And you can also experience that bliss in your life, and every day you can live like a powerful being. Aham Brahmasmi, or I am God, or I am the energy within this, I am the infinite power that is driving this body. You can also start living that way. So that is why we are sitting here, to try to discover our true self. Because from the society's conditioning all these days, I have been knowing myself as I am Bharati and whatever it is. So from here we will move on to this today's topic, Yat Bhavam Tad Bhavati. Means what you believe, what you feel, What you intend, you become that. So all these days we have that belief that I am Bharati, so we are living like this body. Today we are trying to understand the truth of ourselves, and we are trying to initially say that I am God. What you believe is coming to truth. This is a new belief system first. If you have already experienced it, then it is a truth. So I will tell you my own experience, how I started working on this. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Like for example, today morning I woke up and I decide, as soon as we wake up, we need to prepare some breakfast or food for the family. What do I prepare? Now the thought rises, right? Some certain choices in the mind, the thoughts. I'll make upma or chapati or roti or rice or something else. These are the choices, right? And on those choices, these are the thought only, intention only. So I will intend to prepare upma, and then I will gather the ingredients required for upma, and then I cook, and then on the plate the upma is ready. Bhavam, first it started with the thought, and bhavati, we got it on the plate. So whatever it is, it starts initially as a thought only. Before, see, you first decided today in the morning, right, that I will attend this class. You made an intent to attend. You decided that you will attend this class, and then now you logged in, and now we are talking to each other. So everything, whatever it is, so it starts from the intention. So we can tell us these are the seeds sown. That's why we say, we have popularly know that, right, what you sow is what you reap. So this truth comes to your experience. What you think is coming up later. Unknowingly, we have created certain unwanted things in our life because we didn't know this. That is why we have already created certain unwanted things in our life. Definitely, if you look back, we have so many blessings also in our life, and those blessings also we have created for ourselves. With this, initially it's a belief system. Later on, if you put little bit efforts to experience this, you can definitely experience immediately that if you put an intention, it is coming true. If you put an intention, it is coming true. For example, some people have become doctors, some people have become teachers, some people have become social workers, some people prime minister, or whatever it is. First it starts with the bhavam, intention, and then they start working towards it, and one fine day they become that. So it is all springing from a small thought, and then later on the concentration of action and work towards it, and then it becomes the truth of our life. So to understand this, now I am God, it's just a belief system initially. So everything starts by changing our belief system. We become what we believe, we say. So have a very powerful belief system. That too means if it is truth based belief system, that is very useful for us. So from the body consciousness, we are trying to become truth conscious. What is this conscious? Means, well, initially all these days, how we do live, we live like robots or on autopilot mode without even understanding that I am the power. As soon as I wake up in a mechanical mode, my daily routine starts. So before that, if you stop, if you pause for a moment, and then you get in touch with your core, your true self, and then from that, if you start understanding that I want to discover my own truth, if you make that willpower or intention, and then every action is based upon reaching the truth. If you live your moment by moment like that, then experiencing your true self becomes very easy and very scientific. We are not talking about big things here. I am not here to tell you that there are parallel worlds or anything like that. I want you to see only the what you can experience right now in your life. Just if you can correlate, yes, it is, yes, this is what it is, then we can build upon that and then achieve that. So similarly, whatever is like this, I wanted to become an engineer, so I studied that from when I was in 12th grade. I prepared for the exam and I attended the college, means, and then finally I became an engineer. This is it, right? We work towards it for some time dedicatedly, then then that becomes the truth for us. Now what we are trying to work on, what we started yesterday, like, means, since the bodies are living bodies, so we say there should be God within that. So now I am not Bharati, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am God. This is my new belief system, or this is the new degree I want to achieve. Why should I achieve this? Because I feel powerful, I feel the bliss, and I love to lead a blissful life every moment by moment. It's not that now I am happy and I will be happy like that. No, every moment I need to live in that truth, then only I can experience that bliss of the self. So to understand this, to live as God, we need to put our efforts. So how do we put our efforts? So we know that by concentrating on our breath, we can calm the body consciousness. When we sit calmly, focusing on the breath, our thought process will slowly clear, and then the experience will naturally reach to our energies. We experience slowly ourselves as energies. Example, first thing is, we cannot neglect the body also, because we need this body to do certain things for us in this physical world, and then using this body we can experience the other truths. And only body if we have, is it enough? We have the running battery, the mind. So the body is little bit easy to manage. Little bit food you give, it will settle down and sit. But the thought is like running. And if I ask you, how are you? Who is answering? If you see, if you bring your attention to the answering part, I will say, yeah, I'm sad. Yeah, I'm not good. Like that, right? Means, from where is this coming? The body is not talking. The mind is indicating you something. Something is analyzing that it is, you are not feeling comfortable, you may be feeling sad, you may be feeling joyful. That is a feeling, right? And Dr. Joe Dispenza says that what you think is what you feel, and what you feel is, the way you are feeling is, again, you think based upon your feelings. Thinking and thought run in cycle. What you think is what you feel, what you feel is what you think, what you think is what you feel, what you feel is what you think. So this chain of thoughts is running continuously in our minds, and that is what is creating joy in us, anger in us, irritation in us. So we need to pay this scientific approach to our body and mind mechanism. When we can just little bit apply there, if you consciously decide that, oh, okay, I am going to observe myself, I'm going to contemplate on myself now, I'm going to introspect on myself right now, if you decide like that, then what is that? That itself we are terming as awareness. There is something else in us which has started seeing this. Now if you decide to see, then you started seeing your own body, right? Your own body is sitting intently and quietly and hearing, right? You can all observe this. This observation thing is called as, we are trying to term it as awareness. So for example, what happens if this awareness is not there? Then you don't even know that we have lived so many years. So many years of life passed away and I didn't realize. So with awareness, with the consciousness, what is the body doing right now? What is the mind doing right now? Is it checking the emotions, checking the thought process? If you are living in this alert system, that we are terming it as living with awareness or living in awareness. When we can live moment by moment based upon the awareness and consciousness, then you see, oh, sometimes a negative thought approaching, oh, this thought is approaching, I'm not this thought is not comfortable, then you can handle it properly. When can you handle the things approaching properly? When you are aware, when you are conscious, when you are alert. Masters have said that if you are not aware, it's like as if we are sleeping. It's like as if we are living like dead. Because on mechanical mode, the body, and we in routine mode, this is running, right? I think the scientist name is Skinner. He did an experiment. He did a lot of research on the rats and humans. He says that humans are nothing but a bit more complicated machine than rats. So do we feel comfortable with that conclusion? No, because he didn't take into consideration awareness and consciousness in his research. So with awareness and consciousness, we have seen that humans are living the very powerful life. We can live as gods when we can use this awareness and consciousness. When we can live in consciousness and live in awareness, then we can live a little bit better life than just an animal life. Definitely, humans are also animals, but we are using this consciousness. We have to live like gods or as gods. So we have that privilege of experiencing and living gods. We are privileged with that awareness and consciousness. Now we need to see, understand. Only when you listen to me, you cannot understand what is awareness. You need to also see what is awareness in yourself. You need to experience whatever I'm talking. We all need to experience it. Then only, yes, this is what is awareness. Yes, this is what is consciousness. And based upon this consciousness and awareness, we need to make a resolution that we will live in continuous awareness, in continuous consciousness. As I told yesterday, as soon as we decide, maybe it may sound very difficult when we declare that I am going to live in consciousness throughout my life, I am going to be aware for me throughout my life. Like that, if you decide like that, it feels so overwhelming and confusing, and maybe we will be disappointed and we may just let go of this. So instead of that, we need to work one moment at a time. Take one chunk of a moment and spend in consciousness, awareness. Yes, what is the thought process happening? Yes, what is the feelings happening? If you look at like that, then we become aware. Slowly, the amount of awareness, the percentage of awareness and consciousness slowly increases, and we need to continuously put efforts in this. Then only it is possible. We are all so fortunate, we are all so lucky that we took a decision to sit in groups and give the time for this subject, this very powerful subject. So we should all congratulate ourselves. By congratulating ourselves, we are increasing the self-love and self-appreciation. When you increase this self-love and self-appreciation, our emotions will flower. To experience the bliss of life, the joy of life will increase. When you congratulate yourself, when you self-appreciate yourself, yes, you did a good thing. Then that we told, right, that wrong identification is the ego or the mind or the ignorance, that will start allowing us, that horse called as ignorance or the ego horse will start allowing the awareness to ride over it. So we are training ourselves the four wild horses, Man, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankar. And Chit is a very interesting subject to discuss. What is this Chit? If I tell you to imagine your memory, you can tell me from the day you started remembering the life. For example, when you are in 10th grade, which school you studied, and which subject is your favorite, and what games did you play, what kind the compound looked like, how was your class, who were your friends. Now in your mind there's a movie playing on. You are that movie when you were in 10th standard, right, 10th grade, that movie is playing in your mind. That movie which is continuously active in our minds, that part of that portion of the mind we call as Chit. And if you observe, that Chit can't stay in one spot for a long time. So in meditation, what we are doing, we also ask you to focus on that. Or else, as you naturally focus on the breath, the Chit will naturally calm down and it will learn to become still and start living in the moment. Why does a person not able to stay in the moment, in the present moment, at a given moment? Because the Chit is drifting into the past, or it will drift into the future if you pay attention properly. If you pay proper attention to your Chit, suddenly it is in the past, or suddenly it is in the fast forward future. So because of this Chit, suddenly you feel you were lost, you were zoned out, you are in la la land. It happens like that. When something is going on, you are in a meeting or you are cooking. You don't even understand the cooking is done. But you don't know, you don't even realize, oh, when did I put onions? When did I put tomatoes? You don't even remember. Because your Chit was in the office work, or your Chit was thinking about, imagining when to pick kids, where to drop kids, like that. So the Chit is continuously fluctuating. So we need to work on the Chit to live in the present moment. And see, for everything, we need not work on the difficult things. It is very easy to bring mastery over the self by continuously putting an intention that I am aware, I am God. Or else you can set an intention that I am conscious in every moment. Means even you, when you're talking and when you do the affirmations also, we shouldn't be using okay, I will become conscious, I will become God, I will become aware. You shouldn't use that kind of a dictionary talking pattern. You should tell I am conscious, that's it. Whatever affirmations you do, it should be in the present moment, so that the mind and Chit will get aligned into the present moment immediately. Don't talk on the future tense. Talk on the present moment. Yes, I am abundant. I am conscious. When you say this, experience. Repeat this 21 times and experience what happens. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. I am abundant, I am abundant 21 times. If you say with feeling, the energy of abundance, you can experience it. So yad bhavam tad bhavati. You need to put a continuous attention on the thought process, because the thoughts, when the thoughts will become the intentions, we never know. So if you can give some work to the mind, because if you leave the mind unattended, the horse is unattended. So it will keep on running wherever it wants to run. So you create a little bit boundary on the horse. How? We give some work to the mind. Conscious work to the mind. Okay, you check on the mind. Yes, be aware. Or else I am aware. When you say that, You'll become suddenly aware in the office work. You are aware while cooking. You are aware even while listening to this session. You are aware while meditating. You are aware while focusing on the breath. Like that. So you need to your attention should be continuously on the chit. What is that chit doing? That chit needs to focus on the breath. That chit needs to be in the present moment. We can talk to the chit. Hey chit, stay here. Stay in the present moment. This way, so I am trying to keep this subject as simple as possible. Keeping it as simple as possible, I want everybody to experience joy every moment by moment. That joy is not that you will get by buying something, by doing something. No, without doing anything, that bliss which is hidden in your heart will start emerging outside. All it needs is your deliberate intention and attention. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. Just keep an intention that I am bliss. I am bliss. Intention, I am bliss. Then you will start experiencing life as bliss. Don't concentrate on the things you don't want. So we are already coming to the end of our theory part. I will start the beautiful music. In a relaxed way, we will practice Anapanasati, the breath, focusing on the breath together. So, yeah, sit in a relaxed position. With bliss in your heart, smiles on your face, and very loving joy in your eyes. Sit comfortably straight. Legs crossed, fingers crossed, gentle attention on the breathing. Slow and deep inhalation and a deep try to maintain that bliss in your heart and joyful expression on your face. Enjoy the process of breathing. Understand that you catches all yourself. Let the life give. You love the enjoy the process. Last few minutes. Let's send some thoughts for the universe, intentions for the universe. May all beings of the universe be happy, be peaceful, be healthy, and be liberated. May all beings of the universe be peaceful, be healthy, and be liberated. May all beings of the universe be peaceful, be healthy, and be liberated, and be liberated, and be liberated. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Sarve santu nirama. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kashchit dukkham. Slowly rub your eyes. Gently place them on your eyes. With a beautiful and joyful smile, coming to the present moment. Thank you so much for your participation. Anybody wants to share anything, you can unmute yourself and share.
As usual, asla happiness ki abundance of bliss,
Good. Let's clap for
abundance of energy.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you for participating. Thank you for sharing your energies.
Yeah, I too observed the same. It was so deep. Although I just joined in between, but I could feel a lot of energies in the meditation.
Clap for yourself.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. So we'll see you all tomorrow. If you have any questions, quick questions. We have just 2 minutes left.
So this sessions also will be available recording, right? I mean, because I missed it, so I can watch it.
Yeah, it is available. Yeah. This session also will be like 21 continuous days. Yeah. I'm doing it from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock for my own convenience.
I thought it's only on weekdays. I saw the message yesterday, but I didn't realize that it's also on weekends.
Yeah, it will be continuous 21 days. Yes. Thank you.
Looking forward for it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. Yesterday you saw? Yesterday?
No, sorry. Yesterday it started. I thought it's
yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you can see the first episode also. That's an introduction of who am I, why meditation, why consciousness. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
మాకు కూడా 11 o'clock చాలా బాగుంది మాకు కూడా.
Okay.
Okay.